Next came my trusted best man.
Right. Right, well, right. Ladies and gentlemen, and fellow survivors of that stunning stag party, how did those two girls get under the table, and what the hell were they up to with that toothpaste? Right, just before I left the house this afternoon, I said to myself, you know, the last thing you must do is forget your speech. And so, sure enough, when I left the house, the last thing I did, yes, you guessed it, was to forget my speech. So it's all ad lib, I'm afraid. Dear me. Well, now, where should I begin? I'd like to begin now. Right. Well, I've known the groom ever since we first went to school together at the age of 8. And you know, he hasn't changed a bit. Well, that's not quite true, of course. He didn't have his beard then. And I tell you this, he wouldn't have been able to do whatever he was doing last night with those two extraordinary how little people change, isn't it? Although I know I've changed a great deal, because I used to be an absolute arse. Always blurting things out when I shouldn't. For instance, this afternoon, I'm sure I wouldn't have been able to resist mentioning the bizarre sight that greeted my eyes when I opened this man's bedroom door earlier this morning. Yes, but enough of that. He started making gestures at me now, which I think means he wants me to cut my speech short. So suffice to say that I think he'll make a ripping husband, and I think his wife's ripping too, and I can only hope that the dress will hold out. So I'd like to propose a toast to go with the pate. To the groom and to his lovely horse, wife. It's all starting to come back to me now. And I just know that their marriage will be as happy and satisfied as I was when I paid off those two prostitutes earlier this morning. As for his family, they are quite simply the most intolerable herd of steaming social animals I've ever had the misfortune of turning my nose up to. I spurn you as I would spurn a rabid dog.